Alrighty, hello, incredible greetings, everyone. All right, I was supposed to do this video yesterday, but my computer was acting crazy. My cameras wouldn't turn on, all kind of stuff. Alrighty, sorry about that. I was trying to do this yesterday, but my cameras wouldn't work. It was just acting crazy. So here we are today. Okay, let's see. Let's edit. Ooh, no, wait a minute. Public. There we go. So I had to edit that. Okay. So let me just get this all shared out. How are you guys doing this afternoon or this morning, depending on where you are watching from? All righty. Okay, there we go. So let me get this going over here, over on Tickety Talk Talk. Oh, I'm not going to really be able to see the stuff from TikTok because I moved my phone. Ooh. Alrighty. I probably should have grabbed a tablet so that I can see comments. Shoot. All right, that's okay. So, hello, everyone. Incredible greetings. I am Shakia, the professor of HSN 365. And as you can see from on your screen, we are going to discuss composition notebooks and customizing them for yourself, for back to school. Um, you can make them where they are sketch pads for kids because that's what my children like to do when we have composition notebooks. They turn into artists and want to draw on every single page. So Zani Mani actually did that with one of them. He was so upset because actually already had some pictures in it and he didn't want to design in one that was already used. But hey, you're going to use this little boy because we're not messing up regular, like good school supplies. But this is what we are going to discuss today. This is going to be more of an informational type live. You are more than welcome, to ask questions as we go through this. But what prompted me to do this particular live is I saw a lot of posts where people are making composition notebooks, amazing designs. There's quite a few people that have digital downloads, digital files that are like already made up for you with a lot of like AI generated images, some that are just text. I've seen some that are motivational and they're like manifestation based. I've just seen so many different types of designs. And while the designs are cool, right? seen some really great designs. They're not quite fitting how they should on these composition notebooks. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And that's what we're going to go through today. Why is it that you have this amazing design? You know, someone created it, you liked it, you purchased it, but it's just not lining up with your composition notebooks. If you are somebody who has already gotten into this trend of making custom composition notebooks, and then there's also the ones like the spiral bound ones. Have I done them? Yes. Do I like them? No. To me, they're now the spiral ones are just way too much work for the return on, the return on that, but you can do them. So that's something that's really big right now because it's back to school. As crafters, a lot of you guys, you get excited and your ideas come for different things for your business based off of what season it is, right? I'm one to where I sell all year round. When it comes around, I've done so much when it comes to just creative things and custom things to where y'all do the work for me. I'm not even gonna lie. You all do the work, you put it out there and you're putting your custom notebooks. And you know what my customers do? Hey, Shakia, I saw this. Are you making these? I'll be honest with you. I really don't have to advertise these if I wanted to do them. I don't advertise them because I really don't like doing them except for my kids. But if I have to, y'all do the work for me. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. Okay. So, we're going to just discuss some of the ways that, you can market and sell these, who these are beneficial for. This video is not for just for crafters. This video is not for those who have a business, who are entrepreneurs in the creative space. If you are a teacher, this can apply to you. I actually have someone that reached out to me where they want me to create them a design that's for their class based off of their theme, because they are a teacher where they put their own cover on it and just add the kids' names to it, but they want everybody's notebook to basically look the same. So they have their own templates. My son's teacher did it last year. With their theme of, was it around the world? It was something, voyage around the world, something. So their composition notebooks, she had a cover that was specifically for her class or exclusively for her class, and everyone just kind of had the same. I think for her, part of it was where, how kids are, and even though it's theirs, their parents brought their supplies when they're in the classroom. Just making where everything was just uniform and everybody's own looked the same is kind of like her reasoning for doing it. We had a teacher on last night on TikTok Live, and she was like, hey, for me, I really don't care. As long as they have the competition notebook, they know what theirs looks like. It all just goes in a bin. I don't really care about whether or not there's something on it. So different teachers, or different strokes for different folks. That's what I want to say. But we're just going to kind of discuss some of those things as you guys prepare to make and sell these are some of the things that we are going to talk about. Okay. Now I do see some people asking about the designs that are there. Someone just asked about how much is the Bluey, and do I have Stitch? I do not sell the designs. So I have a lot of stuff kind of going on. And for new crafters, this is a great way to build up your clientele, get new clients. This is what we call a lead magnet. For me, with the things that I do, the orders that I have and things like that, this is not a great use of my time because it's you have some people that might be willing to pay $3, $4, $5 or like $10, things like that, to be able to get one of these. For me, education is key. Having a custom one. Now, will I DIY them? Absolutely. Do I encourage people to DIY them? Absolutely. So I do not sell these to others. I make them for family, friends, like close family and friends. And then if somebody asks me, I'll tell them, hey, this is what my price is. But most times I'm just going to make them the sticker and I'll just sell that to them. You're going to see right now how easy it is to apply. Anyone can do it. If you are having a hard time getting sales because you have, of course, up the value of a 75 cent, well, anywhere from 50 cents to $1.25 is what these will normally run, depending on what store you get them from. So if you are having a hard time, closing that sale and closing that deal and getting people to want to pay a premium price for it just because it has like a custom design on it, then you can try selling just the sticker itself. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to apply these stickers to the composition notebooks. Okay. But I don't sell them. This image is available online. This is one of the easiest ones like to kind of create because they have the logo online. I think there's a PNG, but if not, like I teach Silhouette Studio and I teach my students how to trace it and to be able to do this. Now, everything else, I have a template that includes like the composition notebook, and one of them just says composition book. So I have a couple different labels that's included in my template. So you can use that. And then for the background, you're literally just cropping it. And then this right here is a font that's called Bluey. You can find that online. Now, I do have a little bit of like, I guess you would say text effects to mine, which you have to know how to use Silhouette Studio in order to do that. Or even with Canva, you would have to do a whole lot because you would have to put the outline. Well, no, you could just do it 2 layers of text, put one with the brown one, and then put the other one behind it, and put the lighter brown, and then put another set, and then do the shadow. So, I mean, you can do it in Canva. That's some of the things that we're going to discuss in the class that we have for these. But yeah, I don't actually sell them. You may find one of these. If you're not a crafter, you're not a creator, you may find someone on here. Maybe someone can put it in the chat that they do plan to sell them, and you can possibly order from them. This is something that I definitely would recommend ordering locally versus shipping, but that's just me. You don't have to take my advice on that because some people say they are killing the game when it comes to creating these. So it might just be me. Like, my point of view is not the point of view of everyone. My goal in this live is not to teach you how to sell it, tell you how to price it, tell you to sell it or not to sell it. It's to help you get flawless results if you do decide to create them and sell them. That is my only purpose of this video. How you proceed with selling them and creating them, that is totally up to you. I am not going to be the person to say that, hey, this is going to be a major moneymaker and you're just going to make so much money from it. It's how you kill the game. I'm not going to say that because that's not the case for everyone, depending on your area and your demographic. Some people are probably going to be like, look, these kids come at the end of the school year, they filled in this much paper. I'm not about to pay 5x, 10x, 3x the cost of this just because there is a picture on the top. But there are some people, they have found the clientele. So you have to do that legwork. I am not here to help you do that part, just to get flawless results in case that you do have a clientele for it and you want to give them your best, okay? I need help with the measurements in Design Space 8.5 by 11 paper. So for Cricut Design Space, there is a size limitation, okay? Cricut Design Space does not allow you to print without the registration marks. Cricut Design Space does not allow you to print without assuming that you are going to also cut. So you will never be able to get this size using Cricut Design Space. Even if you are a Cricut user, I encourage you, either if you're watching us from a phone, go to your computer right now, go to silhouetteamerica.com, silhouetteamerica.com, and you are going to create a free account on that website, and you're going to download their program, okay? This is not sponsored. I am absolutely 1000% not affiliated with Silhouette America in any way, shape, or form. I have been using the system for 11 years. I have been teaching it for almost 10 years now. I happen to just really love the system that is Silhouette, and I teach it to people every single day, okay? So go get that. It's free to use, and there are no restrictions in the size that you can print. or you can, excuse me, design in Canva, but there is a certain way that you have to set your file up when you're doing it in Canva, like when you're making it in Canva, so that when you save it and you go to print, it does not change the size of it. That's something else that we're going to discuss in my class on tomorrow, okay? Let's see. So I saw that question. Hey. This font right here, it's actually called Bluey. I don't remember where I got it from, but it's called Bluey. All right, so let's see. Hey, that's my city girl, period. And I see, hey, just say, how you doing? Let's see. All right, so yes, the new class is available for purchase right now on the website. There is a link in the description that will take you right to it. Okay, so before you guys go, I'm going to tell you real quick, since you guys are already asking about the class, I'm going to tell you this real quick. When you go to the website, you're going to see two options. You're going to see a template only, and you're going to see one that's template plus the class, right? If you are someone who has access to our template vault, if you have access to the template vault, go into your template vault before you go to the website. There is a link that will take you to this listing, right to the one where it's template and class. Can you download the template from the vault? Yes, but you're going to technically get the template again. But there is a discount code that's going to take away the cost of the template and just charge you the $10 for the class. So the class itself is only $10. When you go on the website, if you get the template by itself is $13.65. The class and the template is $23.65. So it's only $10 for the class. So you can go on the website right now and you can either get the template or you can get the template and enroll in the class. If you have the template vault, now, if you go on there and you have the template vault and you go and purchase the template and the class and you pay $23.65, there will not be any refunds. There will not be any store credits. So make sure that you go to and log in to your dashboard on 365 Creative Academy, go to the template vault, click on the link, and it will take you there. Add it to your cart, and that discount code should automatically be in your cart to take off the $13.65, making the access to the class itself $10. Okay. So I wanted to get that out of the way. I hadn't planned on talking about the class like just yet, but hey, y'all asked. Okay. Thank you. I have access to the vault. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I said that in the beginning. Okay. Someone says, I'm glad I waited. Yeah. All right. But it's on there. If y'all read my descriptions, the description says this is included in the vault. So it has a lot of information on there. So yeah. Is the little boy included? Y'all like my baby? Okay, so this one and this one. Okay, I really wish I could. I'm working on, doing all the things I have to do to protect my baby's image. So as of right now, no, he's not available, because then if somebody else uses it, they might try and challenge me on Zippy. So as of right now, he is not, but I created this. I'm actually creating some learning things for pre-K through second grade. It's called Zip Learning. My son's name is Zion Imani. And then of course, last name Pericles. So ZIP are his initials. So this is Zippy, although Zion Imani will tell you that his name is just Zion. He doesn't like when I call him Zippy, but it's called Zip Learning, and his shirt says Zippy, so he will be all right. But yeah, he's technically not included because I have not finished the process to protect him to where it is intellectual property of HS Inc. Actually, it's not going to be HS Inc. It's actually intellectual property of B Bros Enterprise 365, because my sons, they have their own company as well. So once he's protected, then, I'll include him in some things for you guys. Okay. I won't be like Disney and all the rest of them and won't let you use it, because it's going to be great for kids pre-K through second once we get all of the learning modules out. Let's see. What paper and printer do you use? All right, so you guys have a lot of questions for me right off the bat, so I'm going to answer those as well. So give me a second. Um, we just started, so you're okay. We just started. Okay. I don't think I did. I have to remember to go and do that. All right. So someone asked, what paper and printer am I using? So, for these particular ones, it was the Koala inkjet sticker sheets. But I'm going to break some things down. We're going to get into it even more in the class. I am a paper hoarder. Okay. I have a lot of adhesive sheets. I actually even have some more on the way. So we're going to kind of break that down in the session tomorrow. I'm going to kind of give you options for a lot of different papers because there are some that are really, really great, but they're kind of pricey. And then you have like midline ones. This is the Koala inkjet paper. And although the colors are absolutely amazing, right? There are some flaws to this. If you are going to use this particular sticker sheet, you do have to put a protective layer on top of it because the ink will come up. Okay. Now, it's I use pigment ink, so it's water resistant and it won't necessarily like come off or like wipe off. It's not wet to the touch, but if you end up like somebody, me, she, her did, and I wasn't paying attention and there was some adhesive, there was some tape. Well, it pulled off. Hold on, I'm not sure if you guys can see. It pulled off the ink. So this paper is a sticker paper. So it's not vinyl. The ink can come off. All right. And here's another one where I did this one on live where I was showing them that I did it live where you can see that the ink will come off. It's great for prototypes. If you're going to put a laminate over it, I was like, what in the heck? It's fine, but as is, not really. So I am going to show you two different options right now. But there's a lot of different papers. Now, your printer might be something else. This is why when I'm teaching, I give a lot of options. A lot of options. I try out a lot of options. I like pigment ink printers. All of my printers are pigment ink. I have to finish setting up my dye-based printer so that you guys can kind of see what it's like when you're using a dye-based printer. I'm an Epson girl and a Canon girl. If you're using HP, I can't really provide any like real help or direction because HP printers they're special. They are very, very special in like the way that their print head is. But I'm going to give you a lot of options for paper. You can choose to, try out different ones depending on what your budget is like. Not every paper is going to work for your printer. So that's one thing too. Like I'm not one where I say get this particular one because I know that every printer is different and every paper doesn't work with every printer. Okay. But I'm going to show you today, both are Koala brands. One is the inkjet sticker sheet and one is the glossy vinyl sheet. Okay. She says, yes, they are. I have an HP. I'm telling y'all, they're a special breed. Okay. All right. So let's talk about these composition notebooks. I think I answered all the questions. I am seeing a lot of great designs. People who have to me, there's a difference between a design template and then just like a template, right? Some people have design files that they have sized within the general range and the general size of composition notebooks. So if you're not strong in designing, there are some great creators that have made designs for you to be able to download, size accordingly, print out, size accordingly, print it out, and then apply it. Okay. Even with those, if they designed their file without bleed to it, if they designed their file for a specific type of composition notebook, if you don't have that same size. So you see how y'all, some people ask me, hey, what ink, what printer, what paper did you use? You guys also need to start asking, when you see a design out there, hey, which brand of composition notebook are you using? Where did you purchase it from? Is it a store that is available anywhere? Or is it, you got it from somewhere that's local to you and it might be a different brand? That is going to be very important. Why? Wait, let me do it like I had them in order. I think they're out of order because I know this is the back one. I think they're out of order now. I think you go here. Okay, there we go. So wait, first let me do it this way. For the most part, every composition notebook is the same length, which is about 9.77, 9.75, but 9.77 to be like on the safe side is what most of these are lengthwise. From edge to edge, they are also the exact same size, okay? Where the issue comes in at is this piece right here, the spine, and the cover for the spine. Here are 3 different composition notebooks. I'm sorry, 3. Jesus, I can't count. 4 composition notebooks, all with different spine sizes. Now, if you wanted to, you can cover that up. You can use a universal template, but then also get yourself like the black duct tape. Or there's actually another tape that's almost kind of sort of like this, and you can cover it up. Or you can do like the pink duct tape. They have holographic ones and ones with patterns and all that. So you can even like take it up another notch by doing that, right? And then that way it wouldn't matter. Even if your template was too short, you would line it up to the front, and then you would use the duct tape to cover this. I just gave y'all a free gem. If you didn't catch that, go back and watch the replay, okay? But they're all different. So you cannot use one universal template. You cannot. It's not going to fit. If you use a universal, like just a one size, it only comes in one size. So some will tell you, okay, hey, we have this one size. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to measure it, and then you're going to have to resize it. It may seem simple to the person that designed because they've been doing this, right? If they can design, they have some experience with design softwares, sizing it properly. So that's easier said than done for some beginners to say, okay, put the ruler down there, measure it. There are some that say, like that was last night, they were like, look, I ain't afraid to admit it. I'm not that great with reading a ruler. Okay. I don't know how to convert that into the right decimals. Our template comes with a little guide that has a 1/8 and a 1/16 side, and it tells you when you count those notches what it should be. Okay. Some people will read it and say, like, okay, if it's like the next one after the 6, they will read that as 0.1, but that's not the case. Okay. You have to do the math and divide it. Or you can use our chart where we've already converted it into decimals for you. It is already included in the template. It's a little white and yellow bar, like little piece on there, and it has the conversions for you. So when you're looking at it and you do count the squares, not the squares, the lines, just look at that chart and it's going to give you a number at the end. So if it says like 0.625, you're going to use our second template because that's the one that's closest to that size. If it says, if it's closer to 7, you'll use our smaller, our number 1. If it's like closer to 6 inches, which is kind of like this one, you're going to use the 4th template. So that's how our templates work. There's 4 different sizes and there is a size chart. All you have to measure is from your black spine band to the edge and whichever one's closest, because all of our templates have a bleed and a safe zone. So if you go within that range, it's going to fit because you're going to see how we're going to trim it down. All right. But this right here is the missing component to you guys having flawless tumblers. This is the missing component. that most don't realize that these are all different. Okay. Thank you guys. Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much for sharing the live. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys double tap that screen as well. That definitely does help the algorithm. Okay. Make sure that you guys do like and subscribe over on YouTube and like the video on Facebook. All right. So let me see. I love the Koala brand protective sheet. Do you wait? What do you type? Wait. Oh, what type would I recommend? Okay. Just ordered that class. Thank you. Can't wait. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I personally have a rolling BN20. So I have a humongous roll of what we call cold laminate. I have it in gloss, matte, and luster because it goes on my big 24-inch cold laminator. That's normally what I use. But I did for the sake of, crafters and those who don't, want to buy this humongous roll. Hold on, I'll show you the roll. I'll tell you, I'm not playing when I say it's huge. Oh, it was probably in this closet. Hold on. Yep. I was like, where is my laminate? But it's probably in this closet. But that's okay. I went and got a big one out of the garage. So my laminate looks like this. It's huge. And it kind of sucks because I have to cut down the sheets for it. But there are some that are pre-made where you have clear one and then there's like holographic or it looks kind of like glitter like. I did order some of that so that I can demonstrate that in the class tomorrow. But that's what I use. I don't know if you want to get that one. It's humongous. So, all right. So let's apply one of these. So now that we know what the missing component is for having flawless ones, I'm gonna do a quick demo. I'm gonna show you how easy it is, right? Let's just kind of get a feel for like just to see where you guys' thought process is. How long do you think it takes? Now, if you were on the video last night on TikTok, do not answer. Or if you're gonna answer, put a wild number. Like 10 minutes. So how long do you think it would take you to actually cover a composition notebook? Okay, while you guys are putting in your answers, someone over on TikTok is asking what class is for tomorrow. I'm going over all of my tips, tricks, things that you need to know if you want to make these. This is not just a class for crafters. If you are a teacher, if you are a DIYer, you are more than welcome to attend. $23.65, it will save you because there are some that are charging $5, $10. They're charging a good little penny for these. So if you can learn how to do them, you can come to the class, learn how to do it, make them for your kids and be able to save some money and also learn a new skill. So this class is for anyone. I'm not marketing this for those who want to turn this into a business because we're not talking business in this because I really don't. Now I will kind of give like some things to where I personally would use this only as a lead magnet, something that's very low cost, not a very high profit margin, just so that I now gain a new customer that I can retarget is how I would utilize these. But that's not everyone doesn't think like that. A lot of crafters want to make the money. They want that money now. So I'm not talking about business because it's going to be one of those situations where, it takes too long. That's too much stuff. I got to make my money. I know my worth. I don't have time for those conversations in this class. We're focused on getting flawless results. So the class tomorrow is how to properly use the template. We're going to set some really easy designs up in Silhouette Studio, Canva, and a little tinge of Photoshop. We're going to talk about different paper, like different sticker sheets that you can use, different options, a lot of different things that you're going to learn in this class tomorrow, okay? $20 to 30 minutes, depending on how OCD you are. 3 minutes. I would say from start to finish, I would say 30 minutes. Okay, so start to finish, I'm not sure if you guys are including designing. So I'm not including designing because some people are not designing. They are simply purchasing a design, sizing it, and then putting it onto the composition notebook. I'm referring to how long is it going to take to literally apply the print to the book. How long to apply the print to the book? Because what's going to change the time frame for a lot of you guys is the printer that you're using. Y'all, if you've been around for a while, you know that Shakia is obsessed with printers. I have done 2-hour, 3-hour live videos breaking down printers. There's a shorter one, I think, that you can go to my YouTube. I literally broke down every series and model of printers. When it comes to those smaller ones, yes, they are economical, very affordable. But when you look at the prints per minute, it's slow. So when you then combine that with using the premium matte, photo glossy, semi-gloss, any of the premium settings, it is going to take a long time. My good girl, my good craft friend, Shannon from Busy Bees, she was live last night. And when she printed on, I want to say she used the photo glossy setting, it took, I think, 15 minutes for one and 17 minutes for the other one to print. For me, I have Epson 7720s. The print speed on that is much higher than on the smaller EcoTank printers. If you have a 15,000, that is a little bit faster than the 2700 series, 2800 series, but it's slower than the 8550, the 7210s, those printers. You have to look at, when you're looking at printers, if you just purchased a printer because someone said, hey, this is the printer that I'm using, and you have never, I'm sorry, y'all, the kids are having too much fun in there, and you've never looked at the specs, you have no one to blame but yourself when you go and you get this printer, and because you're watching a video that's sped up, and you get it, and you're like, OMG, it's taken 17 minutes to print this out. Ain't no way. So you have to be mindful of that when selecting a printer is the print speed. And those smaller EcoTank printers print really slow on the premium settings like premium matte, presentation matte, photo glossy, semi-gloss, all of those settings. It's going to take a long time. And it averaged between 15 and 17 minutes last night when Shannon was doing it, okay? 5 minutes, 25, 30, 30. Okay. So 5 to 10 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, depending on your OCD level. All right. So I can't do it for you guys over on Facebook, but I'm going to add the timer to the screen here. All right. I'm just going to put this. I'm going to put it up. This is the one I did last night, and then I took it off. I'm going to do front and back for this one. For this, we are using this printed ROM. This is a regular sheet of paper, which technically you could use. You could use this as well and just put adhesive. You can either use 3M adhesive and put it along the back. If you have the Xyron sticker maker, the 9-inch one, you can use this because this is only about like from anywhere from like 6 to 7 inches wide. So you have the Xyron sticker maker. You can put this in there and then apply it. Or you can use good old fashioned, like, but you want to use thick tacky glue and then put it down, put something on top of it, put the laminate over it, like the self-adhesive laminate over it. And you can use regular paper. And this isn't a bad print. Like, I mean, I have, like I said, an Epson 7720. So the prints are always amazing on that. So this is a regular matte paper. This is the glossy sticker paper. But you can see colors are amazing with that particular printer. Okay. So this one is this one is the vinyl one. So this is the koala vinyl. The reason why I also ordered a bunch of paper is I want you guys to see the back. You guys are just ordering names because you see them in videos, right? You hear people talking about them. This is something that I have said on more than one occasion. Most of these companies don't have their own private factories that are printing these out. Over there overseas, it's like 1 or 2 factories that make these, and all they're doing is what's called white labeling, and they're putting their label on top to sell to their audience, that who they market to. Same thing that we did with our amazing, incredible Honestly Speaking summation paper. If you don't know, we do sell summation paper, 365 degrees, 30 seconds, every single time. There is no question of, oh, I have this blank. What should I use? Well, I have this. What should I use? From t-shirts to ornaments, 365, 30 seconds, unless it is ceramic, glass, slate, or acrylic. Those are the only 4 that have a different time. Everything else, set it and forget it. One time. All right. But I want you guys to look at this. So the vinyl one has a pink, it says digital label on the back. You're going to find that there are other companies. The cover sheet is a different name, but the back is going to look the same. Between Koala and Asa, which is technically the same company, they have a different cover, but the backup is going to be the same. There is a pink one, a yellow one, a gray one, and I think a green one. So this one says photo paper in yellow on the back. Okay. You might find multiple brands that look just like this, and it's just the name on the front that's different. That's another reason why I'm like, I don't really push a particular brand, because a lot of them are the exact same paper. Exact same paper. And I know this because I buy a lot of paper and I look at the backs. So, but for the sake of this demonstration, this one is the inkjet sticker sheet. This one is the koala vinyl. Okay. All right. So we're going to time it. I'm going to do this one first, and I'm going to put that one on the back. All right. Let's move these out of frame. Oh, well, it's still in frame for you guys over there because it's freaking huge. I mean, the frame is wide here. All right. So let's go. If you're in my phone board class, you'll notice I still got that pinky going. I always use it to help me guide. 1 minute and 18 seconds. I actually beat my time from last night. 1 minute and 18 seconds. When you have one that's properly sized, you don't have to go and do all that extra cutting. We cut down one side because we have that bleed on it, because we put our design within our safe zone. We're not worried about it cutting off. So all we have to focus on is one side. That's it. Cut that down, put it on, trim it around it. Less than 2 minutes, you can create an amazing cover. Okay? 1 minute, 18 seconds is all it took. But that is when you have properly sized templates, not the design. Because you can take a pre-made design and put it in, and like for you have a properly sized template, all you have to do is crop it into that template, print it out, put it on. It's 1 minute. Okay? When you have a properly sized template. This is super, super easy to do. Anyone can do it. You don't have to be a super crafter to be able to do this. Teachers, DIYers, grandmas, aunts, uncles, hell, the kids themselves could probably do this. Probably just need a little bit of help and assistance and maybe not use a blade. They can definitely use scissors. You can make this, probably make them more excited about doing their work because they made their own cover. Okay? If you are someone, and that's it. Like if you can't design, if you're not a designer, then purchase designs. If you like the AI generated designs, purchase those. But anyone can literally make their own and create their own. Add text, add a name to it. The same way that I did here. Okay, you can customize it. Free program, Silhouette Studio. You go to silhouetteamerica.com. Anyone can download that program. You do not have to have a machine in order to use that program. Okay, you do not have to have a machine. Just go on there, download it, and anyone can create these. Anyone. It is a perfect DIY project. So where do you get the template? You're going to go ahead and click the icon, my logo icon. You're going to click that twice. You're going to click it once. It's going to bring up kind of like, just to show you my name. You're going to click it again. It's going to take you to our main page. There is a link tree there. On that link tree, the very first link will take you to the listing for these templates. As you can see from here, you're going to get 4 templates. The sizes are on there, of course, on here. The sizes are not, but the sizes are listed on there in case you're using Canva so that you can input the sizes correctly. But we're also going to have a class where I'm going to show you and make sure that you know how to input them correctly. So it's going to come with 4 different sizes. You're also going to get the specs layer. So if you want to do one with the specs, you're going to get the specs layer. This one is also included where it just looks like a little composition, like a loose leaf paper. It does have holes on it, even though it's a composition notebook. So it just looks like a little loose leaf paper. You're going to get this template as well. And as you can see from here, there are 6 different labels for it. For the most part, they are the same. It's just that one says the top row says composition book and the bottom row says composition notebook. That's really the only difference between them. But you're going to get those 6. You're going to get the 4 different sizes so that no matter which size composition notebook you have, one of those 4 is guaranteed to give you a perfect fit. Okay. Or you can just go straight to our website, as you can see on here, for name, shop.hsinc365.com. All right. Okay, so I see a couple questions over here. Let me see. You saw that, Pinky? Okay, so a couple questions over here on TikTok. Let me go back up. So I answered that one. Where can you get the templates? Answer that one. What else do you customize in regards to school supplies? So I personally don't sell them, so I don't do a lot. Like, I'll tell you what is kind of common amongst the craft community. You have some that will customize book bags. If you are in an area where they have the clear ones, which even though my kids don't need clear book bags, I actually do have some coming because some of my followers have asked because in their areas they have the clear, but they want to still be able to decorate it. So I'm actually going to show that one. Sometime next week, I have some clear book bags coming in. So there are those who they'll create a design and submit them for UV DTF prints, or you can do eco-solvent print. I wouldn't necessarily recommend putting stickers on there because like with them moving and stuff, the print can eventually mess up. But if you use eco-solvent prints on a good vinyl, you can put that on there, or you can just use regular colored vinyl and just cut that out and just put names or just put flowers and stuff like that on it. So you can do that. There are some that will also decorate the like just folders, the pocket folders, the 3-ring binders to make them. I'm gonna show my age. They have some that are decorated, but I'm not sure if y'all remember like Trapper Keepers and Lisa Frank. If you are an 80s, 90s baby, more to 80s babies who was in school in the 80s, we had Trapper Keepers, and actually no, a little bit of 90s too. So I think I had mine. I would have been in middle school in the 90s, and I still had a Trapper Keeper, wanted my Trapper Keeper. But you can decorate the 3-ring binders. Some people decorate certain pencil cases. The ones that like the hard case a little bit harder because of it normally has like a grid on it, but you can always use vinyl and just put names on it. I have put names on my kids' pencils and things like that. You have lunch boxes, you have tumblers, which is normally with sublimation, or you can use UV-DTF transfers. Let's see what else. You can technically make a sticker and put it on the front of crayon or color pencil boxes just so that it looks like a matching set. Really, anything that is school supplies, there's a way to customize it. Literally any and everything can be customized. Okay. I use premium presentation paper matte on my 7720. Even on the glossy paper, I use premium presentation paper matte. Photo glossy never really worked for me unless it was Epson paper. Hi, question. I have Silhouette Business Edition. I'm still learning it. Does it have a background removal? Not in the sense that you would think of it for like the one that's in Canva or the one like on Photoshop, or like if you use Remove BG. So it's not something where you can click a button and just removes the background. Depending on how your background is set up, if it's like a solid color and not too much to it, or like really more so your image, you can do trace and detach, which can remove, or you can do trace and crops or trace and subtracts that can remove certain areas from your like background. But if it is like a busy background, no, you cannot just simply hit a button and remove it. You have to use an outside remover. Is this on sticker paper? Yes. So this particular one was on the Koala inkjet sticker sheet. I'm about to do one on the back side that's going to be with the, which is actually, it's going to end up being upside down. I didn't think about that. So I'm going to talk about that in the class too, so that when you want to put something on the back, there's a certain way that you have to do the design, which, well, you know what? I'm still going to be able to do it. Even though, because you really don't, other thing, you do not need this little curve part because that's the other thing with these. All of these curves are different. So it's better if you take your blade and cut around it, because the curve, the angle on all of these are completely different. But I will be able to use this and put it down the right way, because let me see, will I be able to? Because I can bring it over some. So I'll trim that down. Let's see. I may or may not be able to. Hold on. Let me see. Put that to the end. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all do know I'm live, right? Y'all do know I'm live, right? Because my machine is there. But yeah, so I can't put that on the right way. So you can use sticker paper. You can use regular paper. this for me, this is demonstration purposes only. I am an eco-solvent girl. I paid a lot of money for my rolling, so I try and use it whenever possible. So I would most likely print, like when I'm doing them for my kids, once I find out that I can actually decorate them. I am not really decorating the ones for my kids just yet. Well, MJ's on, I can, because I know for sure eighth grade teachers aren't going to care. But the little people, like last year, his kindergarten teacher had specific things that she put on hers. So I don't want to decorate it and then she's covering it up. So I don't know what his first grade teacher will do. We have parent night or orientation on the 7th or the 8th. I'll find out then, and then I'll be able to, customize his if needed. That's another thing too. Parents, if you're watching this, you just happen to come across it and you have seen them and you may want, whether you want to buy them from someone else or you want to DIY them yourselves. Make sure that you are checking with the teachers, especially if you have kids in primary like grade levels. Check with the teachers first, because some teachers have specific covers that they are going to apply to them. You may be able to decorate the back, but the front cover, you may not be able to. So make sure that you check with your teachers before you go out and pay a premium price. It's going to be 3x, 5x to have these customized. So make sure that you are checking with them before you pay that premium price. And all they're going to do is cover up your nice little pretty design. Okay. Let's see. Love me some Lisa Frank. Yes. I do not sell them. I can teach you how to make them. They're very, very easy to do. This is something that I encourage people to DIY. There's also laser ones. So if you don't have an inkjet printer at home, if you got a laser printer at work, or if you want to go to Staples, there's also an inkjet photo paper or adhesive sticker sheet and vinyl sheet. You can print these with a laser printer, and that's going to be even faster. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. Professor, when I go to download the templates, Windows states it cannot complete the extraction. The destination path is too long. How do I fix that? From what, the template vault or from the website? Like, did you purchase it directly from the website? Which composition notebooks are the templates for? They are for all of them. So one thing about me is I overdo it. I forward think, right? Also, because I'm always kind of like doing different things. I've had this Dollar Tree one, the Jot one, for forever and a day. The Mead one that I have is actually a hardcover composition notebook, but I know this to be true, that they're all different. So our templates come in 4 different sizes. No matter which composition notebook you have, the templates will work. These are sizing templates, not design templates. They are sizing. So even if you got a design from somewhere else, you can use one of the 4 templates that are sized for, I don't think there's any that's going to be too much thinner than the thinnest one here or much wider than the widest one here. So one of those 4 templates will work for no matter which one you have. You just want to measure across. And then you want to take that measurement, whichever template that you're looking at that middle number, because when you get the template, you'll see a bleed number, a composition notebook edge number, and then you're going to see a safe zone number. That middle number is the actual composition size from spine to end. So once you measure yours, whichever one is closest to that, you would use it, because technically they all will work. What's different about them is that safe zone. Because I can take, this one was for the 2nd size, right? So even if I were to put this here, I have extra, right? Let's see, which one is the smallest? I think this one might be the smallest. So even if I put this here, it's like right on the edge, and I'll still be able to. I'm so sorry, y'all. And I can't close my door because my rolling is in the way. So sorry, y'all. So even if I were to put this on this size, I would still be okay, right? But my design, like, okay, so for this one, it wouldn't be an issue. So let's say if I took the one for here and I put it on another one, it's going to cut off on the sides because that safe zone where we keep our design at to make sure that it does not get cut off. So like with this one, it was outside of the safe zone. So once I trimmed it, part of my apple got cut off. Whereas with this one, it doesn't get cut off. So that's going to be the major difference in the 4 sizes is that safe zone. She said, yes, Professor don't have to do anything. And I don't. Hold on one second, y'all. Golly. She's trying to tell me they're going to the dinosaur museum. Y'all know, if you know, hello, y'all see his little friend here. Zani Mani loves dinosaurs, so grandma's taking him to the dinosaur museum. They're not bothering you? Awesome. They bothering me though. From the email link sent after I purchased the class. Okay, so I'm not sure which web browser you're using. Try a different web browser. I mean, there was also on your confirmation page, but yeah, I'm not sure. If anybody else is purchased, if you're having issues, let me know. If you continue to have issues, just email us at orders@hsync365.com and I'll look into that. But I've never really had an issue with it being like with it downloading. And yeah, so I'm not sure. And you are on a phone, you're on a computer, not on your phone, correct? Do you sell the templates? Sorry, I just joined. So yes, we do sell the templates. So that's what this is kind of also showing. All right. Did y'all peep game on the marketing? That's the other thing that I do very, very well, especially in my business classes. We teach marketing and branding. So I could have used just this, right? And just kind of showed you a design, but that wouldn't have benefited me. And this makes it easier for me to show you exactly what it is that you're going to get. So you can go on there. It already has the price on it. So it is $13.65 if you want just the template. If you want to attend the class without children, I promise you there'll be no screaming children. So if you want to attend the class tomorrow at 2 p.m., then you'll get the second option on there, which will give you the templates as well as access to the class. You're going to get a PDF that looks just like this. You're going to click where it says join the Zoom. You're going to register for the Zoom. It's going to send you an email tomorrow around like 1:40, around 1:50-ish. You can click on the Zoom to join. It's okay, buddy. You have a good day. Okay? But I didn't finish my show yet. You didn't finish you want to watch your show? You can watch when you come back, buddy. Remember, mommy knows how to find it, okay? So I'll find it for you in your watch history, okay? You're going to go see dinosaurs. Don't you want to see the dinosaurs? It's probably better than your show. You're going to go get to see all about the dinosaurs, okay? Okay? All right, go get a paper towel and wipe your face, okay? I love you. You look nice in your green. That's your favorite color. You shouldn't cry when you have your favorite color on. But Grandma ready to go to the dinosaur museum, okay? So you're going to go with her, and then when you come back... So why don't they wait for me till I finish my show? Because they're going to be late. It's okay. Mommy will put it back on when you come back, okay? That boy don't play by his shows on YouTube Kids. He's like, why they can't wait for me to finish my show? Like, I don't understand what the problem is. Okay, so what was I saying? But yeah, you're going to get this, and it'll send you an email so you can register. Like when you get it, click on it today, register it that way. you can get the email and then you can put it on your calendar and set notifications or reminders so that you don't forget the session tomorrow at 2 p.m. Okay. What was the other question I saw? Let's see. So you can use your laser printer for the inkjet sticker. No, there is a laser sticker paper. Now, there are some sticker papers that will say that they are for laser and for inkjet. I will tell you, when it says that it's for laser and inkjet, they do not work with HP printers. They do not work with HP printers when it says that it is for laser and inkjet. Because of the way the HP printer puts out ink and the coating that's on there for toner to stick to it, HP printers are like, Now, Epson printers can print on them, but if it's too much ink, you end up with the pinwheel marks on it, like the little dots. So be mindful of that. It is best that you get one that is for just inkjet when you're using inkjet. If you're going to do laser, you want one that says at least laser and inkjet, or it says just laser, because there's a different coating on the paper for coated papers. Like for a regular paper, it doesn't really matter. But for like glossy papers and coated papers, you want ones that are made for laser printers, okay? Let's see. All right. Okay, you were able to get it downloaded. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad to know that. I think you guys probably don't hear it, but it picks up really loud on TikTok. She's like, why can't they wait? My nephew is 1 year old. He's completely ignored you when calling his name if he's watching shows. Yeah, sometimes he will, but this time he did it. He's like, look here, y'all bugging. Okay, so let me put this one on, right? So I'm going to technically do this one in reverse because I did make this one wrong, which we are going to address tomorrow. You don't want this issue. So when you're doing the back side of it, you need to flip the template so that it lines up with the straight edge on the straight edge. Because if I do this like this now, it's going to be upside down. So if you missed the demo on how long this takes, this will be the last and final demo here where I'm going to show. This is really, really easy, really simple to do. Anyone can do it. If you've never done anything really creative, crafty, this is something that you can do and you will not mess up. If you get my template, you can do this and you will not mess up. There is no way for you to mess this up if you get our template. I promise you that, because it is sized to where you can cut. Now, if you can't cut, you might cut into the composition notebook a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, if you cannot cut. But as far as getting that mug on there, you're going to be good. Anybody can do this, okay? So I'm going to cut this from this way. Okay, hold on. I got to make sure. Wait, no. Sorry. She just making noise just to make noise. Okay. So I'm going to cut back just a little bit here. I'm not going to cut it right on the line because then the curve is going to end up on the So we're going to cut this one side off completely, okay? And then we're going to pull this side down and just fold back the top edge of the backing. Then we're going to, wait a minute. We're going to hold it, and remember, don't put it to the top. This is why we do not go from the top line. because you do not want to line this up at the top of your composition notebook because there is a bleed. You have to do it from the side. These were strategically designed to where the bleed and the notebook edge are the same on the back side of it. So you will always, like, normally cut it right to the line, and that is what butts up against the spine. It is scientifically designed to not mess up, okay? So we always want to go from the straight side. We're going to go ahead and put this down. Pull it. Now this one, I should have actually applied a little bit of pressure. I should have got my big squeegee, because this is a, okay, hold on. This one is a vinyl, not the regular sticker paper. So it's a little bit thinner. You want to be very careful with this one and putting it down. Like, you want to use your hand. I'm going to do it this way. It's hard for me to do it like this, which is kind of weird since I'm a righty, but doing it this way is so hard to do compared to brushing it down with my left hand. But you want to, I mean, a squeegee is better. Let me actually grab my squeegee. Hold on. Instead of my hand, do I have a squeegee right here? Oh, of all the days to not have one of my 30 million squeegees. Oh, wait, I see it. It's over there. Hold on. Now, this one, of course, took me longer than a minute because it is a vinyl. Vinyl will take longer than the sticker sheets without the squeegee. So with the squeegee, you see it goes on. You're applying that pressure. It goes on really easy, okay? We're going to flip this open. And we're going to cut. Now, if you want to fold it over, you can, but I am one where I prefer to cut. Oh, I didn't cut all the way through. I told y'all this is the part that you can mess up on. That's about it. So I pulled mine off a little bit because of the cut. So this is like literally the top layer. Actually, no, it might be just folded over. I see white here. Actually, no, this might just be extra vinyl. I would say, because how did the top layer come up? Yeah, that was just vinyl. I was like, what the heck? Where did this white come from? No, okay, no, that is a little bit off right there, but this was the wrong way. I didn't think about that. So look, this one actually did the work for me where it stuck to itself. Oh, actually, this one kind of came off a little bit, but not quite like the other one. So you don't really see it as much. So if I were to put this on here and lift it up, a little bit of color comes off, but it doesn't ruin or it doesn't tear up the vinyl. Ooh, my TikTok's about to go dead. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Oh, shoot. I did not realize that. Hold on. All right, we're good. Woo! But on this side, if adhesive gets to it, well, that left that on there. And let me do, see, it pulls it up. So you don't want adhesive to get on this with the sticker paper one, because it will actually rip the paper because it's nothing but paper. The top part is paper. The bottom part has adhesive on it. When you have the vinyl one, this is more like a plastic. It's not really plastic, but it's vinyl. So it's not paper. So it won't lift up. Like some of the color might come out, but it's not going to rip it. But this side, because it's paper, the sticker sheet is nothing but paper with adhesive on the back. It will rip the paper. So on this part, I would normally, if I'm going to use koala, actually for both of them, I probably would go ahead and put a self-sealing laminate over it. So whether it's holographic, the glitter one, clear, matte, luster, I would put a laminate over these to protect it. But something like the vinyl for my game boards, because I use my eco solvent printer, I don't have those. You don't have those issues with actual vinyl and eco solvent ink. Okay, so template files comes in 4 sizes. You get the speckled layer. You also get the loose leaf paper one. You get 6 composition. So they are basically the same. One set says composition book. The other one says composition notebook. And then if you want to join the class, you'll pay $23.65. You're going to get the template and the class. So the class comes out to only $10. And I'm going to show you how to design. We're going to talk about a bunch of different types of sticker papers, different print options. But the main part is going to be that design part. Later, Papa. Okay. She let you watch your show? I'm not sure. My mom is such a softie. She let him come back in to watch his show because he was crying. She is such a softie because I would have went, vroom, you be all right. So the class, $23.65. You get the templates and you get access to the class. The templates right now are only in Silhouette Studio version. Don't be alarmed though, okay? Anyone can use it. You do not have to have a machine. Print and cut is not involved with this. Anyone can use the program. You're going to go to silhouetteamerica.com. You're going to download the software and you will be ready to go. There is no restriction for print sizes from Silhouette Studio. Cricut Design Space, there is a limit, and whenever you print, it's going to automatically treat it as a print and cut or print then cut. Silhouette Studio, you never have to turn those registration marks on. You can design for any size. You can print to any size. So anyone can do it. Even if you are a first-time crafter, you don't have to be in business to do this. You can be a mom, a dad, an uncle, a aunt, a sister, a brother, a godmom, a god sister, a god brother. You just have to be somebody that wants to make a custom cover for a student, whether they are in primary, secondary education, if they're in high school, if they're in college. I mean, you can make these for businesses. You can make a cover for yourself. If you are like me and you have 30,000 notebooks, you want to keep up with which one is for ideas, which one is like for business stuff. If you're sketching out, if you are an event planner, you guys can market these and get some of these composition notebooks. If you are in the event space, you know what it takes for you to kind of be organized. I know digital files are really, really big, but people like to have things that are printed as well. So you can be someone that's doing balloons. I have a notebook when I was doing events and I would sketch out designs. Oh, look at God. Let me show y'all something. It's cut up. Like it's actually a broken sheet, but I can see it from where I'm at. Hold on. I want to show you something from one of my sketch pages. Oh, crap. Trying to get around this short behind microphone cord is driving me nuts. It's cut off, but this is from my sketchbook one that doesn't have any lines to it. But this is me planning out a dessert table with all the stuff, me writing down like the different things that I was going to need. There's probably like, I think there's a thing there like for the backdrop. And on this side, I don't remember. I know this has to be some type of backdrop because this is the pipe and drape thing. Of course, my kids have gotten to this, but as an event planner, I used to draw out my setups. So anybody can use this. These become popular around back to school time, and this is when people really think about them. but this is something that you could literally sell all year long. This does not have to be a seasonal item for you. Once you have this template where you can literally crop anything down to it, you can put anything on it, and all year long, you can market and sell these. It's not just for back to school. Okay. I was sitting here thinking about making myself some. Exactly. No, these were not sublimated. This was just a regular print from a regular printer. I need that blade. Well, I mean, this is a pretty decent one, but if those who are in my phone board class, we've gone through a bunch of different blades. And I actually did a video. You can probably go on my YouTube channel and watch the playback. I showed so many different blades, but those who are in my phone board class, they know the good blade. And the phone board program is going on now. It's a 3-month program right now. We're hoping to extend it, but we talk about blades and all that stuff. So if you want to really know about like good blades, you can get our resource list from, it's also on our link tree. It's for phone board. It talks about it, but what you're also going to find in there is a link to my Amazon storefront, and it's a couple different blades, but this is what's called a 30-degree blade. It's the best thing to use instead of a 60-degree. It's how we cut these out. Not this particular one, but a 30-degree blade is how we cut these out at our live class in Atlanta last week. All right. That's another Professor Pro tip. Exactly. All right. Any other questions for me? I'm going to hop off of here. You guys will probably see me live again later on tonight. You know, got to reach that audience as well, because TikTok, this thing is not charging. Y'all are about to go dead. It's at 1%, so I'm about to get off anyway. So any other questions for me before we hop off? Hopefully, I will see you guys in session tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are not able to make it, all of my classes always come with a playback. If you ever pay for a class with me, it comes with an lifetime access, unlimited playback option. Okay. Now, when I'm doing my pro calls, if you follow what I tell you in the pro call, you can have unlimited access to the playbacks. But my pro calls are the only things that I do not provide playbacks for, because those are technically free. I might be doing a pro call today. If you are on the list for the pro call email subscriber list, you may want to check it in a few hours. Somebody may or may not be doing a pro call today. Oh yeah, it just went dead on TikTok, so they don't even know that I'm doing a pro call. All right. All right, no other questions. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.